Welcome back to ASMR with Shale. We're going to be making Lego set number 4, 5, 6, 7. Forest Hideout. I was so excited when I received this Lego set in the mail right from the Lego store. I can't wait to open it and show you what's inside. Okay. Let's start building. This is a brand new Lego set and it's recommended for ages 18 years and up. This set honors 90 years of Lego play. Here we go. Here's bag number 1. And this is also part of bag number 1. Bag number 2. And this is also part of bag number 2. And now we have the instruction booklet. Alright, let's open up bag number 1. Oh, and look, here, inside bag number 1, there's another little package. Let's open that up too. And here is the other portion of bag number 1. Oh, lots of fun pieces. Now, if you have watched some of my other ASMR videos, you'll know that I like to sort my pieces before I begin building. So while I go and do that, why don't you like and subscribe? Because by the time the video's over, you might be into a nice, deep, restful sleep. Okay. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back and I'm ready. I have all the Lego pieces sorted. We're gonna start by making a minifigure. This is a huntsman minifigure. He gets a little quiver on his back to hold the arrows. And he only has one face. there's no alternative face for this minifigure, but he gets a nice cap with a nice little red feather, and he also gets to hold a bow and arrow. Alright, there's the completed first minifigure. Now, let's make the second one. This is a female minifigure. And that's fine, because we like to play in the forest as well. She has long dark hair, and she gets to carry a sword. And just like the male minifigure, she does not have an alternative face, but she does have this one very nice smile. Now we're going to be making the target to practice archery. It's a very tiny build, but that's okay. It's the right size for minifigures. Now, let's see. I want to make sure I get this in the correct orientation. Yes, that looks good. Now, I think it goes inside of here. And then now we place the target. There it is, all complete. Okay, let's see what we make next. Okay, I'm so happy that you're spending time with me while we build this model. I'm going to have to just slightly adjust the camera. There we go. It's amazing how quickly a Lego build comes together. This is a bit of a tricky piece. Let's put it there. And here. Alright, that looks good. And now we're going to build a couple of small parts together. Okay, let's see where these go on our base. first I have to make a small correction. I had to adjust this little piece here so that the curve would face us. Now we're going to put some pieces on to the base. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 studs there, so that looks right. And now I can add this piece. And for the other side, it's 5 studs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 studs. And then the end piece. Good. Now we have to make another small piece. Alright. I think I'll put this piece on first, so it will help me with the placement. Very good. Okay, it's time to make another small build. I think that's going to be a recurring pattern with this Lego set. Okay, I'll put that here. Let's try again. And a second one. Now, they seem to go there, but I'm going to have to consult the instructions because... Oh, there it goes. I just push it onto those pieces. I was wondering how that was hooking on there, but that looks nice. Okay, I'm going to zoom in and focus just on this little side, just for a moment, while we try to figure out the placement. It seems a little difficult to follow because all of the pieces are this dark black color. And now the Lego instructions have tried to make it as clear as possible, so I have to just be careful and follow along slowly. Here's another small build. But we're going to put it on this tall brick and then add it to our build. Good. Now, let's take a look at these wonderful pieces. They're tall and curved, and they help make the build go so quickly. Once I put those on, the hideout is coming to life. It's so exciting when you see the Lego build come together. Okay. Let's keep going. Now, where does this go? Back there, I believe. Wow. I really like this build. Now, we need to get this base on. Nice and even. Oh, there it goes. Now, it's time for another tiny build. Going to use this leaf piece. We have to be very careful with the leaf piece because it's easy to put that on upside down, and we really don't want that. So far so good. Another piece ready to put into our main build. Here we have another one of these large pieces. I really like them. They make the wall come together so quickly. And now we're going to build another part of the wall. No, it goes over here. What an interesting combination of bricks. Good. Now it looks like we're building another supporting wall for our forest hideout. Now, one of the reasons I was so excited to get this set was because I have a very much older set that I think these will complement each other very nicely. Now here's a large plate that we have to fit onto this. I can't believe we've already emptied out one of the sections in my sorting tray. Now here are some interesting pieces. We snap these two together, and now we have a hinge. It goes on back here. to add some masonry bricks. Okay, so when I put on that huge piece, I realized it wasn't closing properly. So I had to go back and change this piece at the bottom. I just had to turn it around, and now I can open and close the fortress or the hideout. Now we have a very unusual curved piece. It goes in down here. I think it represents a tree branch, but I'm not sure. So we'll have to keep building to find out. Back to a tiny build. Now we'll build up this platform. Good. This is turning out fabulous. Okay, so now we're going to add the ladder because the minifigures need some way to get inside of the fortress or the hideout. I know, I keep calling it a fortress. It really is a hideout, but to me it resembles a fortress. A small fortress. And there's a spear just to frighten off any other invading minifigures. And of course, because this is in the woods, there's going to be some floral and fauna. So we're going to make a little flower. Let's plant that right over here. And then some kind of little mushroom. It goes over here. That looks nice. It's time to start. Bag number 2. I'll take these away and get them organized in my tray, and then I'll be right back. There. See? That didn't take long. I'm back. And all the Lego pieces are sorted, so we can start building again. Trying to come off. There we go. Alright, let's keep going. Now here is a very unusual masonry brick. This is a 1x4, and I've never had one of these bricks in any other Lego set. So that's a nice, interesting piece to have in this build. on in the correct orientation. Wonderful. Okay, now this piece is really going to bring our hideout to life. It's a shield with a stag on it, and it's very reminiscent to the one that I have from my older vintage set. Only this stag is a little bit lighter colored and a little bit larger shield. So let's put this onto our fortress. Oh, that looks absolutely fantastic. I really like that. Now let's build up the walls. Let's just touch these up a bit. Make sure they're nice and straight. Yeah, I really like the way this is coming along. Okay, so I have another hinge piece to put on. Now, you know, I got it on backwards last time. So let's see if I can get it on correctly this time. Yep, that looks good. Now we have to just put some more bricks on top. Now we'll turn it around again and start building higher. It's really taking fantastic shape. Alright. I like this very much. Let's see what we do next. Okay, now we're going to build some foliage. We just have to make a column. Add the greenery and a little button and a topping piece. Now we can put that directly onto our build. And now let's get some more parts. Now, of course, every fortress needs some treasure to defend. And this one gets 2 pieces of gold in a little barrel. So we're going to put that right here in the fortress. And now we're going to continue to build up the fortress. There. It's really different shape. Oh. Now, just like the vintage set, this set has quite a bit of foliage in it. So we're going to build up another piece and apply it to the fortress. Or hideout. I always call it fortress because the original set that I had was a fortress. But this is actually a hideout. There, that should conceal our treasure barrel quite nicely. Time to add some of these large pieces again. Now let's build up another wall. Let's take a look at this piece here. I think it needs to be moved over just a little bit. So let's do that now. That makes a much safer and secure hideout. Good. Now I'm going to try to tip over this to put this piece on, this plate, to cover up everything. Good. Very good. Now, some more plates need to be secured into position. I wonder why those hang over at the front. We'll have to consult the instructions about that. Now that we're going to be building up higher, I've moved the camera over just a little bit. It makes it difficult to see with all these different black pieces because this hideout is predominantly a black color, whereas my older set was predominantly brown with a few black accents and some bright blue accents as well. This set also has some bright blue accent pieces, but we'll get to those a little bit later. When I get this build complete, I'm going to put it next to my original one so that you can see the difference. But I'll do that right at the end when I get all the pieces onto here. There's some more masonry bricks. I have to be careful because they're different on each side and I don't want to get them mixed up. Look at this wonderful cone-shaped piece. It goes way up here at the top. And it gets capped off with this little circle. On the other side is a nice arched piece. as promised, here are some of the blue pieces. Just show you. They make a lovely accent color. Let's put this on. And now I'll put this piece on. Now we're going to make more of the blue accent pieces. Isn't that just such a delightful sound? And I guess you've already guessed, this is going to hook on here. Wow, fabulous. Okay, and now we have one of these Lego trees. I haven't seen one of these Lego trees in a set for many years, but it is a very vintage looking tree, and it goes right back over here. And like I said before, there's a lot of foliage to go on this build, and this piece goes right on here. That gives some people a good place to hide. Now this build is something I've never seen before. It's like a handlebar for a scooter or a snow machine or a sea-doo, but we're going to use it to put these trees together. Okay, there's the first leaf on. Now we have to get the second one on here. I better double check. I think it goes like that. Yep, that looks right. And now a little hook. And this piece that I thought was a tree root, it's actually a tree branch. So I'll put that right in here. Okay, now we have to make a second one. And here is the second one already made. Okay, let's put these two onto our build. One. And two. Oh, the hideout is really coming together spectacularly. Time for more foliage. I really think the foliage adds to the hideout. I mean, if you want to have a hideout, it's a good idea to be securely hidden by the different trees. Okay, now we have to do a very interesting build. Something I've never done before. Okay, let me get the pieces ready. Now this is a part of the tree trunk, but since it's such a large piece, we have to put a Technic piece in there to help hold it on. So that's something new. Let's put it in position. Ooh, great. And now, of course, the hideout needs a nice red flag blowing in the wind. There it is. Now we're going to make some more branches for the tree with these very unusual curved pieces. And we also need more Technic pins pushed right inside the curves. And now some brackets. Okay, let's put this onto the tree and see how it looks. That doesn't look right. Let's try again. Okay, I have made some adjustments. It's kind of like working with funny spaghetti noodles. I hope this is right. Let's put it on and see. I don't know. We'll leave it like that for now, and then when we put the foliage on, we can make a decision then. Alrighty, I did turn it one twist, just a little bit, and I'm much happier with it now. Alrighty now, I have 2 sets of foliage all ready to apply. Let's put them on. Yes, alrighty. I'm quite pleased with that. Now all I have to do is put all of the mini figures back into position, and we'll have a final look at our build. Alright, here it is. Lego set number 40567. Forest Hideout with 258 pieces, celebrating 90 years of play. Here's the front of our hideout. And let's look at it from all angles. There it is at the back. I really enjoyed making this Lego build. I hope you did too. And I'll put them side by side so we can have a little look at both of them together. Okay, if you're still awake, here's a quick look at the forest hideout right beside my older fortress vintage set. As you can see, the older model had much more brown in it with some black accents, and the new model has a lot more black in it. But I think they complement each other quite well, and I can't wait to put them together in my Lego city. Alright, I hope everyone has a peaceful and happy sleep, and thank you for listening to my video. Please remember to come back, as I will be posting more ASMR videos soon. Good night.